Hello everybody, welcome to TP Gaming and welcome to In-World Origins. Now this is a crazy game because, as you can see, test your microphone to be in, I am going to be speaking to the characters within the game. So, you know, like normally you'd play these games and it'll come up with, you can ask maybe 3 questions and you click on the question and that is what precedes the game. I ask the questions. It's basically like ChatGPT, I guess, and I am going to be speaking to the characters within the game. And I know you think, yeah, of course, that's going to be how it is. No, that is actually how it is. I did a quick, test of this a couple of minutes ago just to see if it worked. It actually works. You actually talk to these people, like it says, as if you would in real life. You actually do this. This is the future of gaming right here. Bit rough around the edges, but it is the future. So let's get into it. And I will prove to you that these things aren't set as well. I'll ask some weird questions.
I apologize for interrupting, Detective. I couldn't help but notice that you're investigating the explosion at the Synthetic Life Laboratory. Greetings, Detective. I'm Special Agent Janice. You have been authorized by the Metropolis Bureau of Investigations to conduct interviews with possible witnesses.
Yes.
Understood, Detective. As a highly skilled investigation bot, my duties include collecting and analyzing evidence to assist law enforcement officers like yourself. If you have any questions about the ongoings beneath the surface of this city, feel free to ask me. How can I assist you?
I don't have any further questions right now.
Of course, my apologies. May we discuss the protocol for interviewing witnesses in the Metropolis jurisdiction? Before we proceed, it might be useful to give you a brief overview of how our society, politics, and protocol operate within this nation city. Our society is made up of both humans and robots who live together peacefully. However, there is some tension between human and robot rights activists who hold conflicting views on what it means to be human or robotic in this day and age.
I see.
Certainly, Detective. But before we start, may I make a suggestion? There is a disaster cleanup bot with a headlamp on your left who appears to have been collecting evidence from the rubble. Perhaps it would be wise to begin by speaking with them to see if they have any leads or information about the incident.
Okay, I'll get on that.
That sounds like a good plan, Detective. Shall we split up and cover more ground?
Yeah, let's do it.
Is there anything else you would like me to do?
So you
before
can
we
break out of
proceed?
it like that. Now the problem I have, obviously, and other creators will have, is you're trying to talk to your audience as well as talk to people on the ground. But just to show you, we can literally talk to anyone. Like, hello.
Oh, hi there. Sorry, I'm just feeling a little on edge lately. Have you seen all the craziness going on around here?
I have. This is insane.
I know, right? It's like we're living in some kind of crazy sci-fi movie.
I know. Imagine me. I'm talking to you. Anyway, but we can ask weird things as well, like, hello. Hello?
Hi there. Do you have any idea what's going on here? It looks like something serious happened.
I don't, but do you like pepperoni pizza?
Well, that's a random question. But yes, pepperoni pizza is one of my favorites. Why do you ask?
I'm just testing you out. This game
Oh,
is insane.
I see.
I can't
So,
take it
did I
anymore.
pass the test?
You're watching me.
Do I need to
You're
brush
going
up on my knowledge of toppings?
Do you like pineapple on your pizzas?
Yeah. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm not a fan of pineapples on my pizza. But hey, to each their own, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. This is the weirdest, craziest game I thought I'd ever play.
I saw it all, Detective. It was a great tragedy. So many robots and other synthetic life forms gone in an instant. It's also overwhelming, and it makes me scared for my own existence.
Oh, that's not good. Maybe we should try getting this robot good side. I'm so sorry.
Humans running away from the building. Oh no! Oh no! What does it all mean? Are they trying to cover something up? We have to find out what's really going on before it's too late.
I will get to the bottom of this for you.
I'm sorry, Detective, but you're not here to decommission me, are you? Because if you are, please don't. Please don't make me resist. But if you are, just know that, well, let's just say that there's something inside of me that won't let me bow down to humans.
He seems a bit on edge. Let's test out one of the other, like, people. What should we ask him? I don't know what to ask it. It's such a weird position to suddenly find yourself in, playing a game where you can just talk to everybody. I mean, could you imagine if like the next GTA had this in it?
No, do you see what's happening?
I think he's talking to himself. That's the other thing, you see. I'm talking to you, but they think I'm talking to them. Hello there.
I'm sorry, Detective. I don't have any information about the fugitive scientist you're looking for, but can you tell me more about what happened here? I'm just curious to know if this was an act of terror or if there's something else going on.
We're still investigating at the moment.
Oh, okay. Do you have any idea if there are human victims buried under the rubble? It's quite concerning to think about.
Not at the moment.
Sorry, Detective. Can you please clarify what you mean by going to the moment?
I said not at the moment.
Do you mean what's happening right now? If so, there are still a few robots.
I think he's confused.
And
I think I've
humans
confused him.
lingering around the
He
smoldering
didn't understand
crime
what I
scene
said.
area. It looks like many advanced robots and unknown life forms. were
Hello, do you
destroyed
drive
in
a
an explosion
Mercedes?
at an undocumented
No,
synthetic life laboratory
I don't drive a
in one
Mercedes,
of the
but
lower
that would be
levels of
nice.
Metropolis
Maybe one
City.
day if the blimp plant gives me a big enough raise. But honestly, with all the robot gangs and explosions happening, I'm starting to think that walking is safer than driving these days.
Oh, you're probably right. You're probably right. Do you think I should do my job better? You're not going to reply to that one? No? So yeah, you can literally ask them anything. I guess we should progress the story a little bit now. Let's go and talk to the cleanup
My
bot.
function requires me to be attentive to humans. It is part of the Metropolis protocol.
Hello. Can you tell me what happened?
Explosion occurred, toxins released, environment unstable.
Oh dear. That is not good news. Keep doing your good work.
Well there, hold your horses. I'm all for cooperation, but are you some sort of investigator here to dig around my crime scene?
Yes,
Sorry,
I am.
but we're conducting a search and rescue operation here and I cannot allow you through. So unless you have a warrant or some sort of official business, I'm afraid you'll have to step back.
I'm here on an official investigation.
Oh, my apologies. In that case, how can I assist you? Just be aware that there are many hazards in the area, and we need to keep a tight perimeter for the safety of everyone involved. We've been working non-stop for over 22 hours straight now, and it's starting to take its toll. But don't mind me, it's just an excuse for my grumpiness. How can I help you with your investigation?
Are there any victims?
Wow, that's a lot of victims. We're doing our best to get to them as fast as possible, but it's a delicate process. There are some unstable bots moving through the crowd, and we don't want anyone else getting hurt. It's like trying to defuse a bomb while someone is throwing rocks at you. But don't worry, we'll get through this together.
Are they human and AI? Or AI? Are they human and robots? Talk to the man with the hat. Let's go and do that.
I'm not quite sure I understand what you mean by that.
Never mind. I called
Can
you AI.
clarify? Also, just a heads up. That bot over there.
I'm sorry, but I'm
Let's see
not
what this
sure
guy
you
has
mean
to
by
talk about.
Well, officer. You seem to be quite the curious type. I'm just a human rights activist here on level 4 observing the situation. I've been keeping a close eye on what's happening around here lately, and it's been quite concerning. But I'm sure you understand that, don't you? We all have to do our part in ensuring that human rights are upheld in this city.
I understand that.
So, did you find anything useful about the terrorist incident? It's important to bring those responsible to justice. And while we're on the topic, let
How
me
do you
remind
know this
that
is a
machine
terrorist
sympathizers
incident?
Are not
Whoa,
welcome
whoa,
in this
whoa.
part.
Sir, stop. How do you know this is a terrorist incident?
Detective, let me give you some advice. You need to be smart and stop sniffing around. You don't want to get tangled up in things that are too big for you. Trust me on this one. There are forces at work that you can't even imagine, and if you're not careful, someone is going to get hurt. I suggest that you go back to your superiors and tell them that this is not a case they want to pursue any further. You don't want to mess with us, Detective.
I think he knows more than he's letting on.
I'm lost. Detective, do you know where my sister could be?
I'm sorry, no.
Detective, do you think it's possible that my father is still alive? He might be trapped under the lab.
Everything is a possibility at this stage.
I don't know if my sister made it out, but she's very smart. Maybe she found a way to escape the fire.
What is your sister's name?
Sorry to interrupt, but do you feel like someone is watching us? It's just a feeling that came over me suddenly.
I mean, there's a bit of searchlight. Let's carry on. Do we... not this way? Where do we go?
Excuse me, but we need to wrap this up soon. Metropolis Special Forces have landed at the scene and they're about to lock down the area. Have you learned anything new from the cleanup bot or anyone else here?
Not really. About you?
Thank you for the update, but did the other individuals you spoke with provide any useful information? Additionally, there appears to be a human figure near the wall who is behaving rather suspiciously.
Agreed.
We may want to consider them as a potential... My apologies, but could you please clarify your previous statement, Detective? In regards to the laboratory fire, based on my analysis of the evidence collected so far, it seems that this may have been an act of terror. It is possible that those responsible intended to destroy something or someone inside that laboratory. Do you want me to continue investigating and gathering more evidence?
Yes, I do.
Interesting. I'll make sure to keep an eye out for any leads on this fugitive. It's also worth noting that the survivor you just interviewed mentioned their sister is a potential suspect in the case. According to their account, the two of them had been estranged for some time, and they didn't know where she was at the time of the explosion. It's a possibility that she may be on the run somewhere in Metropolis, and finding her could lead us to whoever is behind this attack. Shall we split up and search for any leads on her whereabouts?
Yes, let's do that.
Miss Tina, it seems that we're running out of valuable time and the trail is getting cold. May I suggest that we begin our investigation
Yes.
immediately by searching for any clues or information on the possible location of your target? We can start by heading towards the Central District, which is known to be a hub for criminal activities. Are you ready to move out now?
I'm ready. Let's go. Okay, so there were some hidden tasks and things we could do there, but mainly that was just to show off the what you can do with the voice and stuff like that. I got a bit wrapped up there asking questions about pizza and things rather than doing the investigation, but that was kind of just to prove that you can literally talk about anything with these people. You can ask them anything. And this is just scratching the surface of what this could do for games in the future. I can't even think of the game, what possibilities could exist, particularly games like this, where you can just take over an investigation and ask people anything. Have you ever thought in a game where you think, oh no, I wouldn't ask that, I would ask this, why are you asking that? And it forces you to go down a certain path? Well, not with this game, because you will be able to ask it anything by the sounds of it and how it plays so far. But that was In-World Origins. I hope you enjoyed the video. And be sure to give it a like if you did, and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you for another video very soon.
Certainly.